lots more on all the craziness and devastation surrounding Hurricane Harvey. Let's welcome in Vite magazine publisher Matt Malatesta. Matt, back to Magnolia. You were out there, and they were doing a great job on and off the field.
Well, it was really cool to see them get on the field. They were really one of the first teams to get on the field in pads. They were just getting back to some normalcy, but the coaches have done a tremendous job at Magnolia across the city, just mobilizing these kids that are kind of looking for something to do to channel them and to do something great, give it back to all their communities.
It's amazing to see hundreds upon hundreds of these high school athletes, not just football, out there from dawn to the evening hours.
And it's not glamorous, and it's hard work. They're out, tearing out sheetrock and moving carpet and rugs, etc. But it really showed how much the city of Houston got involved and got this city back on track.
Virtually every high school athletic team affected in some way, none more so than Kingwood High School. Of course, the whole school devastated. They're now going to Summer Street. How do they manage? Summer Creek, excuse me.
It would be very strange to do that because they're two different high schools, and they're really not that close, that much in proximity. But you've got Kingwood going over there, using their facilities. Summer Creek's going to open their doors, of course. But man, that Kingwood High School got destroyed. But it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out with the success of these two teams. And to be a senior, it's really a drag. Like if this is your senior year at Kingwood, you're expecting all this great stuff, and boom, you're out of your home school you've been in for the last 3 years.
All right, so there were some games this Friday night, but most schools lost week 1 and week 2. How does that change the dynamics?
It completely changes it. Talking to some of these coaches, especially like Drew Sabota at Klein Collins, he had 2 games lined up, and then boom, he plays Lamar on TV next week. Lamar's with top 5.
We'll have that game as our season opener, our Thursday night showdown. What a way to kick it off.
Yeah, absolutely. Same goes with the Woodlands. The Woodlands thought they're going to have a couple games to get ready for Katy and opening up Legacy Field. No, they go right into playing Katy, their first really live competition. And then you've got, Cy-Fair ISD. They lose their non-conference and their first home openers. You got to hit the ground running if your high school football team's in the city of Houston.
Yeah, so that's going to be wild. And Cy-Fair, their first game will be district games. They already lost one district game, so good for some teams, maybe not as good for others, depending on the matchups. But tough situation. Next week, everybody will be back to work. Again, you'll be joining me on the Thursday Night Showdown broadcast. Next week, Lamar hosting Klein Collins. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Good seeing you.
All right, when we come back, we'll have our first substantial play of the night. We'll be back.